All right. What is besides yours?
What's that?
What's your favorite new hardcore band?
Like I said, I love
Winter Wolf.
I love End It. Winter
Yeah,
Wolf.
Winter
was
Wolf.
great, yeah.
Off the
End
hook,
It,
man.
End It
Off
from
the hook.
Baltimore.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's since the pandemic,
I'm a big
Fire
fan.
is Murder.
I'm a big
Kicks ass.
fan of Billy Club Sandwich, but they're not there yet.
They're like 20 years ago.
That's true, but they're
Yeah,
new.
but they're cool.
They're new to
cool.
me.
They're my guys. They're my guys.
My friends.
What's your favorite new hardcore band that you like?
All the whole New York, the whole Long Island hardcore scene is sick right now. The fucking, you know.
I like that band, Come Hammer.
I never
I haven't heard them yet.
Okay.
It's too many bands.
Their
I
name
love-
sounds
you know
like
what I
I
like
want to
too?
punch them.
I like that band
Okay.
Candy also.
Do you know who is Ian Ellis?
You know.
Ian?
Yeah.
No, who's that?
That's you.
That's a comic from Chicago.
I do not know them.
Just asking if you knew who he was.
No, I don't.
Okay, are you guys down with Wu-Tang Clan?
We're down with the Wu-Tang
yeah.
Clan.
Hey, you want to hear?
Ain't nothing
I don't know.
fucking- yeah.
Should I say this?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, Wu-Tang forever.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
In 1994, I used to hang out with these Liberian dudes in
Nice.
Staten Island. And, I used to go hang out with Wu-Tang Clan in the parking lot of the abandoned shopping center in their video. We used to
Holy
smoke weed.
cow.
It was cool.
Nice.
That was
This is lit,
94.
man.
And I was the only dude. I pulled up, and one of them was like, "Yo, what's with the white boy in the car?" Because I was in the back.
Who was
And I
with
was
me
hanging
when
out.
they went to what was the big record shop down Tower when they showed up at Tower?
Wow,
I was there. They went to Tower Records. It was fucking mad.
Yeah, it was.
that
I know.
sounds crazy.
Yeah,
It was
white girls
pretty,
taking
it was
off
off
their
the
tops.
chain, man. People were going bananas.
Yeah,
Okay, what
Like
band?
90.
I like bananas too.
What band or artist influenced you the
He likes
most?
bananas too.
What was
I like
the
folk
band or
bands.
artist that influenced you the most of
Who?
all the music
Say
you
that
listened
fucking
to?
question.
A lot of them. A lot of bands.
Who?
What band?
Friday night, what you gonna get? Say it, yo, yo. Grab a bong, grab a beer, it's time for Kenny's show. Help me, Kenny, young boy, you might be Kenny, you might some, yeah. It's time for the Kenny show. He don't say much, but you never know what you might see, what you might hear. There's only one sinner to remind him.
What is your first name?
Jasmine.
What is yours?
My name is Jerome.
Okay. What is your favorite hardcore band?
Oh my God, I can only pick one.
Well, New York and not. So pick two, New York and not.
My favorite.
Same question.
His band, Winter Wolf.
What?
Easy. Winter Wolf. Easy.
Okay. All time?
Yes.
Rebel Matic.
Nice. Are there any old bands like Wi-Fi in the mix?
The thing is, I just came into the hardcore scene like 5 years. I grew up a gospel kid.
Maybe you should take a look back.
But you know what? I would say that I do love the Bad Brains.
Black Flag was the most important hardcore band ever.
I got to
They
study Black
spread the
Flag. I
gospel. They are why there is English hardcore. Yeah, they are. They played England, then hardcore period. Okay, what do you think of the economy?
The economy sucks. Horrible.
What about you, Sam?
The drizzling, you know what? Yeah.
All right. What did you think when the Mighty Boss Songs broke up?
I was so young when they broke up. I only heard one song by them.
Oh, man. Already the impression I get, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Everybody hears that. Go Get Devil's Night Out and More Noise and Other Disturbances. That's the raw stuff from the first 2 hours.
Okay.
How did you feel when they broke up?
When who broke up?
The Mighty Boss Songs.
In all honesty, I don't know. I kind of like come to hardcore shows here or there, so I do not have an opinion.
They're like mostly ska, like ska and ska realm.
Who do you think is the funniest person ever?
Richard Pryor.
All right, I'm right there with you. Mel Brooks said it. But that's my opinion. Who do you think is the funniest person ever?
I would have to say the person from earlier from the Terrorists. I think Nick. He's hilarious. He's just like
Nick, that guy right there from the
I
era.
mean,
Yeah.
A person that's known. Say that.
Huh?
I mean, a person we all might know.
Harry or somebody like that.
All right, let me think. I think Chris Rock is pretty funny, but I would have to go with George Carlin. George Carlin.
Good answer.
Good
I like
George.
that.
That's a good one.
Okay, what do you think of the Wu-Tang Clan?
Oh my God, one of the top 5 greatest rap duos, not even duos, rap groups of all time.
And the first brand and the phenomenon.
Mariners Harbor represent. I'm from Staten Island. Y'all can roast me.
I guess you love them too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of the first, current, and last president? Not giving my opinion on this question.
It's like a car.
All right, hold on to your hats before I bring out my next guest, the current bass player for the past 25 years in the Agnostic Front. All right, I'm going to tell you at least. He's also played with Vinny in the Vinny band, but I mostly went with Agnostic Front to tell a story. I try to tell a musical story, at least for one portion of their music. Well, you know, in his time in Agnostic Front, he's been around a lot of Dead Yuppies. That went to Urban Decay and A Matter of Life and Death with the great Daryl McDaniels of the Run DMC. Of course, right. If you haven't heard the new album, amazing stuff. And you know, sometimes hanging out in New York City, you could be your worst enemy, right? And but you never walk alone. And sometimes you find people that are so pure to me, as in you, right? When they wrote that song, right? And then you end up winding up with a club girl, and then you figure you can't win, and addiction. And right when you're going to pull the trigger, you find the Sunday matinee, and it's in old New York, and you get a fight with a guy, you show him no mercy, and pretty soon people are like, shots fired, man, and no regrets is what you need to have in that's life, and eyes must always open wide. That's the story, made out of songs that he's played on record he's been on. And he plays on all the old classics like Gotta Go and Victim in Pain every single time they play. Hey, how you doing, Mike?
What's going on?
You like your own intro?
Yeah. Dig it.
Yeah, I try to do with songs that you play bass on, so you play bass on every one of those. And
Yeah,
a lot of those are new songs that I'm a big fan of the track with DMC. That was a good one.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. It was a pleasure getting to work with somebody like that. Somebody, you just grew up listening to. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, and I was there live when you jumped on stage with you guys. And I
That's great.
agree with Drew. I think I agree with Drew that you didn't try and go into his world. You kind of just tried to bring him to the AF world without going kind of into his.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I mean, like, he was a guest.
Yeah.
He contacted us and saw our documentary, really loved it, wanted to do music with us. So
I love the documentary also, but I think Showtime got wrong. You're not the godfathers of hardcore, just New York chapter, because hardcore is already going in the West Coast way before there was a Agnostic Front or even Stimulators.
Yeah, that's true. But,
Yeah.
still the godfathers, regardless.
Right. Of kind of like the New York chapter, all the way to New York chapter.
Absolutely.
Go on.
Absolutely. But yeah, so we DMC got in touch with us, and which pretty much blew our minds, it's very unexpected. We just got friendly with him, and he came to see us play, and then next thing you know, he was on our record.
Wow.
That was pretty much history, It was really, really cool. Really cool experience.
But that reminds me of the time I was around. That's kind of sort of how back in the day stuff happened. When people they meet at show, right? Or they come to their show, and then it's kind of like, hey man, we gotta be on a record together. That's how boom, right?
Yeah, that's how it happens. You know, music brings people together. So
Yeah,
that's,
that's how you
that's
get.
the best
I
thing.
just remember hearing stories about people back in the day. And they were like, "Yeah, like, he came to our show, man, and then we're doing a record with like Keith Richards, whoever it is, right?
Yeah, man. Sure.
Yeah, this is how things happen." I'm like, because you always hear those interviews. Okay. All right, I'll get to some questions, right? Okay, I wrote this down, but I remember it from writing it down, right? How come after making Dead Yuppies, you guys just left the label and never really played a lot of that live? What was so embarrassing about that album? I actually love that album.
Which is, I don't know. It's just one of those records that just, I don't know. I think it's
great.
not. I think Roger doesn't like it, you know. So he just, I don't know. Roger doesn't really like that record, so I think, you know, he just shies away from it. You know, came out at a weird time. You know, we named the record "Dead Yuppies," and then a month later, 9/11 happened. So it was just kind of a weird thing, you know.
Okay, man, I can see that. Like,
So
you didn't know that the worst thing ever was going to happen.
yeah, really, you know.
No way to tell.
Crazy. You know,
Yeah.
it was just a crazy song that our old drummer Jimmy Coletti wrote, and I don't know, that's what we called the record. And next thing you know, 9/11 happened. They were like, "Oh wow!" So they weren't about to promote that record, you know. So it kind of just went.
They couldn't promote it like 2 years later, or 3 or 5.
After that time, it's done. It's over with. We did a new record.
Okay. True, yeah. AF don't slow down. They have a new record. They just make them all the time.
That's it, man. We don't
thing
stop.
is you can get like a whole exercise routine into one album. That's the best thing.
Sure.
They're like 30 minutes. Some are
That's
less,
it.
some are more.
That's what you need.
Yeah, that's
The hardcore record. Who wants to hear more than 30 minutes of hardcore?
or even like a hardcore metalcore album. You don't really need much more.
That's it. You know, short, fast, and hard.
That's true. Okay. Okay. My Life, My Way. What made you guys decide to bring back the metal? Like, the metal been missing for a bit. And all of a sudden, here's the metal. I mean, I think it's a good thing. I love it. But what made this decision happen?
I mean, you know, just we added another guitarist after, you know, we after the Epitaph era, you know, because Roger wanted to play songs like The Eliminator and Toxic Shock, because, like, you know, they kind of weren't playing them songs when it was just Vinny on guitar doing the more of the punk rock style. So, you know, eventually playing songs like that gets you, like, you know, in the mood to, like, you know, kind of touch on that area.
Sepultura, things like that.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we love Sepultura, you know, old Metallica and, you know, stuff like that, you know, and then, like, you know, stuff like, you know, The Eliminator and songs like that, playing stuff like that really, you know, kind of gave us the bug. Like, we wanted to start, you know, throwing some of that crossover era in, because a lot of our fans like that.
Yes.
And we wanted to bring it back, you know.
Right, and glad that it came back.
Yeah, and it's back. You know, now we do a little mix of everything, you know.
Right. It's kind of like, didn't he say Atlantic City, everything dies and that's a fact. And sometimes some of those things come back.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, the boss did say that. It's all true. I mean, that's when people reunite if they were broken up before. But you guys have never really broken up. Well, you broke up one time in the 90s before you were in a band, but pretty much after that, they didn't really break up again.
Yeah, Roger went to jail, and then they came back, and then they reunited, and that was it.
That was pretty much like, once you have the reunion and then you're back together, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
We love doing this.
Yeah, you know.
But you realize
bands break up, they say they're gonna break up, they bank in, they come back another couple of years later. Whatever. We're just gonna keep playing.
I see that you're an artist. I've seen the videos that you make advertising this. I've seen the stuff. That's a great painting of Roger and Vinny.
Oh yeah, it's a fun one, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just I enjoy creating. You know, I love playing music, writing music, doing art, doing graffiti. I always just love creating. That's what I'm good at. You know, that's what makes me happy. So that's where I put my, you know, that's what I've made my life. I'm very lucky to be someone who could play music and do art for a living. I would have never really thought that would ever be, but I worked really hard, and here I am.
Okay, reading my history, I see that you, in 04, your brother was in the band.
Yeah.
How cool is that, playing with your sibling? I mean, that you, through the AF guys are your rock and roll brothers, but this is like your brother.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's great. Me and Steve were in the band for like 6 years.
That's cool.
And then, he decided to leave.
Wow,
And it kind of sucks that he left, you know. I mean, you know, it's tough dealing with your brother on the road. You know, siblings always fighting. But you know, he's doing his own thing now, and I'm doing my own. But it was definitely fun while it lasted, you know. We wrote some good music together.
You know, not everything lasts forever is true.
Nope. That's it. It's true.
Well, before I get on the music, you saw those weekend's games, Yankees shutting out the Giants.
Yeah, it's great.
I think
Gotta
it's
love
great.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully they can continue, if not shutting them out, kicking ass on the West Coast against Seattle tomorrow night.
Absolutely. I hope so, man, for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping up lately, but
No, you haven't. You watched the first couple games?
I've just been so busy. I haven't been keeping up. I haven't
I
been
was
keeping up.
watching a little, man. I mean, it's a shutout. You gotta watch something.
If I get a chance to, sometimes I do, but I've just been very busy lately.
All right. Okay. What's your favorite hardcore band that you? Well, before I answer that, what bands were you in before AF? I mean, where did they see? What bands did they see you in and go? You know, we need a new bass player. That guy's good.
Well, that certainly wasn't the case. They needed a bass player because Rob Kabula was going to be leaving the band.
Okay.
He was just, I guess he basically said he was done with touring, and he actually asked me if I wanted to take his place. So I was like, oh, wow. You know, he's like, yeah, you seem to be into it, you know?
What bands were you in prior? We might know.
I was in a band called On the Rise.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, On the Rise. We had one record out. And then there was another band that I sang for that I took the place of somebody. It was a band called Quiberon.
I don't know that, but you know, there's a lot of bands.
It was a short-lived band. I think they just had like one record, and I never recorded with them.
Okay.
But we wound up using some of those songs, and then my guitar player from that band joined On the Rise, and we used those songs, and they became On the Rise songs. So, yeah. So I guess, you know, those guys we met through that, and then Rob asked me if I could join the band, and we had a tryout, and then that was it. You know.
Obviously.
And then 25 years later, but it took me a long time to settle in, you know. I was like playing one show a year to playing like every night, you know. It took me a long time to really get professional because I was definitely not at all. In fact, they wanted to get rid of me at first.
Oh, wow.
They didn't think I made the grade. I wasn't, you know. So I learned on the job, and eventually I got it together. But it was hard. It wasn't easy, you know. It took me some time.
Okay. Yeah, it goes with time, right? I'd say I have a question about something. What was the reason why you guys wanted to go with the tough guy hardcore thing on Another Voice? Nothing wrong with that. Just want to know the motivation.
I mean, at the time, That was the record that we did after Dead Yuppies, and
Yeah.
That's when, like, we got another guitar player, and that's when we started, kind of going back towards the metal thing, and
Yeah.
that's kind of like I know Roger and Jamie Josta from Hatebreed, they were working together on that record.
I had heard that when I read up on the record. I had
Yep.
heard about that.
Yes, so that was going on with that,
Okay.
and then from there we just kind of went in our own direction again, you know what I mean? But that's like
Mhm.
something, Roger and Jamie, they worked on together, and and then we did together as a band as well. But like that was like the motivation, so
All right.
that was what was going on at that moment.
Ask
then,
a question.
It's around the
Ask
time
a
my brother
question.
joined the band.
All right. Ask a question, get an answer. All right. If you look up the new album, you'll find him credited on the people who also appear on. Why wasn't he credited on the digital? That's DMC on the new record.
What do you mean? What do you mean he wasn't credited?
Like I don't see his name on the track when I look at the download thing.
I don't know. He should be. I mean, he's he's on the record. He's tagged on the record.
I know.
I don't know.
I guess that's on Spotify. Not you guys.
When you play it on, what do you play it on?
Play on Spotify.
Oh, I don't have Spotify.
Oh.
So I don't know. When you hit the song, when you look at the video, he's mentioned. I don't know. And
Okay.
I mean, he gets credited on the record. Maybe not when the song comes up. I don't know how that works. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, I'm sure it'll be on the vinyl. I'm sure I'll get the vinyl.
It totally is.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get the vinyl at your next gig. I go to. I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen you. I've seen you guys 4 times. I've seen you 3, and I saw the original lineup, minus Rabies, when they did that anniversary thing. Yeah, I never got to see Rabies. I wasn't into every single band in the scene. Of course, I knew, or I didn't get to see them, and all in time, right?
That's it, man. Yeah.
I wish I got to see him, but Oh, and I did want to mention this before we go on. Let's have a moment of silence for Chuck Norris, for Ross the Boss, and for a person that died in the community of YouTube, King Cobra JFS. Let's have a moment of silence for all of them.
For sure.
R.I.P. Everybody. I just mentioned. All right, I think that's a moment, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, did you ever tour with Ross the Boss, any of the bands he's in, Manowar or Dictators?
No, never.
Okay, were you a fan?
Not really.
Okay.
No, definitely not. I don't dislike them. I just never listened to them.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. As a fan, I missed out on seeing the Dictators because I couldn't find the freaking boat last year. Shame, right?
Absolutely.
I don't like what his bandmates are charging for Manowar. Like $900 or something.
Jesus.
Well, money changes people, right?
Yeah. I don't understand. These people play for so much money. It's crazy.
But who knows? One day I might be able to afford it. I have a friend that might run for president. He wants to put gold in the money.
Right.
Silver too. We lost that, right? The money used to be worth more.
Yeah, everything used to be worth more. Everything costs more.
You can go back. You can make the money worth more again. That could catch up to what costs, right?
Yeah, hope so.
Yeah. I think one day we'll wake up before you guys die, and that title won't be that meaningful. The American dream died. it might get reborn. Who knows? What'd you say? I can't hear you. You're on mute.
There we go. I don't
Yeah.
know. You got me?
Yeah. What did you say after I said what I said?
No, I said we hope so. We hope things things turn around for change. You know, I mean, it's been rough. It's been I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Right. It's been rough, and it was
wild,
rough in
you
the
know?
it was rough in the 30s during the Great Depression, but they got through that, and people made money again, and things
Yeah, it
turned
always
around.
goes ups and it has its ups and downs. You know, I'm sure it'll eventually
When
come
there's
back around.
hope and belief and hope, that's all you can hope for.
Absolutely, you hope so.
Yeah. Well, I know self-made millionaire. He's not owned and brought by no one. He owns himself.
Who's that?
That's a friend of mine online.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Are you a fan of horror movies?
No. My
No?
wife is though. She loves
Okay.
it.
Well, then you can see why someone likes it, right?
Yeah, it's cool. I like some of the old ones, you know, like Nightmare on Elm Street. Stuff like
Okay.
that's cool, but
All
it's
right.
not my thing really.
Okay. Did you ever play any other instruments besides bass? And what about the bass guitar that attracted you to it?
You know what? I wanted to play guitar, but my dad was just like, you know what? Every band needs a good bass player. So I think it was like really some good
True.
advice. You know, it was really cool
True.
advice that he gave me. And
Yeah.
if it wasn't for that, you know, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So I pretty much
That's
owe
true,
everything to him. You know?
because Agnostic Front never needed a guitar player. They got Vinny.
Yeah.
Maybe an extra guitar player. Maybe you'd be the guy adding extra metal sound to it.
Sure, but I can't play guitar that good, so I stick to the bass.
Everyone said you might still be in the same position, adding extra guitars to it. Like, yeah, we need like a rhythm guitar player.
Yeah, that's why we got Craig.
Yeah, I'm just saying you could be him. They
No, I
might be
can't
in the
play
same
guitar.
position.
I'll stick to the bass.
Okay. Okay, what was your response when the Mighty Mighty Bosstones broke up?
My response, I mean,
how did it make you feel?
How did it make me feel? I mean, you know, I always liked the band. They're always cool.
Yeah.
Dickie's cool, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it sucked. I mean, I didn't lose any sleep over it, but
Okay.
you know, here.
I didn't really either, but you know, yeah, sad.
Yeah, for sure. You know.
Oh, did you hear that him and Joe did a new song?
No.
Yeah, with the rest of the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never heard it.
Well, he's featured on. Well, I think it's on the. It's on the Spotify. It might be on their Apple too. I have no idea.
Oh, I have to check it out. No, I haven't heard it.
Yeah. Okay. The Japan release of Warriors. How many different vinyl? How many different songs does it have? Because the digital has one different.
I think it's just one. I think it's one extra song.
Just like the digital, I think the vinyl they would have more. No.
Man, that was a while back. I think there was one extra track we did though. I think there was one extra bonus track, maybe a song called "Break the Chains," if I remember correctly. Right?
I think it's on the digital. Maybe it's different.
Maybe it is. That was a long time. That was, man, what year did Warriors come out? It was a while ago.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, what was music playing when you were growing up in your house? What was your mom's music?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Yeah, I know.
Because my mother was home and she was home a lot and she was always blasting music in the house. I mean, it was basically everything from Michael Jackson to Diana Ross, a lot of Motown. She loved
My
She
parents
loved,
were into all that stuff too.
yeah, she loved a lot of that Motown stuff.
Mm.
And then she liked Joe Jackson.
Nice.
She used to love Joe Jackson. Who else did she like? Yeah, she definitely loved Michael Jackson. I remember, her being big into that, and the
My parents
Eagles,
had his first two
Creedence,
albums.
Led Zeppelin,
Uh-huh.
Black
My parents
Sabbath.
had my parents had his first two big albums, Off the Wall and Thriller.
Yeah, for sure. But my mom would always be around singing, cleaning, and she loved
Okay.
music, so she was always listening to music. My dad was a musician too, so music always played a big part in my life.
Yes.
Same thing with my brother. That's why we're definitely music. My mom used to play piano. My dad played keyboards. He used to have a
Wow.
wedding band. Yeah, he played the accordion.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it was,
My
I
my
definitely-
dad my dad sang a little bit. He still
Oh
does
yeah,
it.
do you sing?
Sings choral groups and all that he sings in still. Well, he might have quit some of those, but I don't know. I'm more of a writer and a singer, I guess.
All right, that's cool.
Okay, do you have a favorite bass line you ever laid down on one of the records you recorded on?
Oh, wow.
Maybe two. You can name two or three if you have others that you're like, well, there's this one, this one.
I mean,
It's
you
fine,
stumped
too.
me. You stumped me on this. I mean, I love all the new stuff.
Yeah, new stuff is killer. New, I love the new
I Don't Like
album.
Death is a good one.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Peace is a good one.
Okay, and a favorite one you had to learn since you weren't there in the '90s and all that. Like one that you had to learn that somebody else laid the bass
Oh,
line.
I mean, I like the thrashy stuff. Like Toxic Shock. Toxic Shock
Okay.
was a fun one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. That one's a fun one to play. But I also love playing like all the old Victim in Pain stuff. That stuff is playing that is just like that has a different raw energy that I
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
Amazing. It really is.
Well, if somebody said, "What's my favorite true album?" It's the first two. I mean, nothing beats the first two. They kind of set up the rest of the history.
Yeah,
They
for
still
sure,
make
man.
hardcore. They still make metalcore. So it
Absolutely.
kind of sets it
Yeah, but
up.
those records set the standard. So
Yeah, they set
I agree
like
with you
what
more.
happens next. I mean, they are the classics, but nothing wrong with today's.
Yeah, that's it, man. You got to keep it going.
Okay, did Roger write all the lyrics to "The American Dream" died? Did other people participate in writing some lyrics yet? Just wondering.
A lot of stuff. Me and Roger write a lot of stuff together, but he writes most of it.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, he writes a lot of the lyrics. I do a lot of lyrical placement.
Nice.
I work. We work very well together. But, usually most of the lyrics usually come from him, from his mind and what he's feeling, and I always got a few here and there too. But
Okay.
but we pretty much
well-
all write together as a band.
Well, since I do know you're an artist, how many art shows have you been in? Since being
Definitely.
kind of
I've done one solo one.
Okay. I've done solo.
And I'm definitely looking to do another one sometime soon.
Yeah.
But I've done a bunch more with a bunch of other artists, and I work with that. So I do about 3 or 4 a year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really good. It's good to get my work out there. So
Well, I'm gonna see if when he's done with his other book signings, right?
oh yes,
I'm
I
gonna see-
show up to some of those. Those are always fun.
Yeah, the Chris, you went to the Fenway Punk one, right? Hello?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm talking about
You're
him.
breaking up. I can't hear you.
I'm saying that I went to.
You broke up.
Hello? Are you
You're
here?
breaking up. I can't hear you.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah, there you go. I hear you now.
Okay, I was saying that I'm going to interview the guy that wrote Fenway Punk, Chris Rerin.
Excuse me. I don't understand that. What did you say?
I said I'm going to interview the guy that wrote Fenway Punk. Well,
I don't really know anything about that. I don't know. An interview with
it's
NY Punk?
No, I said Fenway Punk.
Oh, the Fenway Punk. Oh, the guys up in Boston. Yeah, they just released a book.
Yeah, Bridge 9 Records put it out. I'm going to see if they want to have me at one of their art shows. See.
Yeah, I've done a couple art shows there. I'm actually doing one up there very soon. A bunch with a bunch of other artists.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell Chris if he likes the art, I'm not traveling for one painting.
Yeah,
no,
Chris,
what if it doesn't sell? Then I spent all that money. It's like $100 to get to where he is. That's round trip.
Yeah. It's fun to go up though. It's a really nice store.
I know.
They got some great
vinyl. Furthermore, I have to travel into your suburb.
Yeah, well, it's definitely worth it.
I know. I'm just saying, but you pick 2 or 3, I might actually sell those. The more you have in the show, the more you might sell, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I'll have a few pieces up there. So it's gonna be, they're doing it for Record Store Day.
I'll see what he likes.
Absolutely. Chris is the
I'll
best.
See when he's free. He still hasn't got mad to me. So I don't know what his opinion on it is. He hasn't seen it, so I can't. I'll ask him in the middle of the interview. Have you done shows in New York?
Yeah, I've done a few shows in New York. I did one in Long Island. I did a few in the city.
Wow.
I work with one company called Punk Rock and Paintbrushes. They're always putting on some fun shows. They always invite me, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, they're always really great events. I'm looking forward to we'll be doing very soon. I'll be announcing.
Yeah, I haven't even left Westchester. Yeah, well, I'm not in a band that tours the whole entire world.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's hard to find a happy balance between touring 6 months out of the year and having a wife and a kid and our business. So I'm busy, which is it's a great thing. I'm very blessed. I'm very lucky to be able to do what I keep doing.
All right, this time I'm gonna ask, what is your craziest story from being on the road with Agnostic Front? You guys tour everywhere. You play Europe. You do the whole rigmarole, right?
I mean, there's some sad ones. There's some bad ones. There's some crazy ones.
Go crazy.
It's hard to say what the craziest story. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say the craziest story. I mean, we'd have some crazy nights that I'd rather not bring up. But,
okay.
I mean, Stigma's always a lot of fun.
Don't bring up the craziest nights. Think of one that's sort of crazy, but not as crazy as the nights you don't want to mention. Go with that.
Man, you put me on the spot over here. I don't know. I don't know. As soon as I hang up, they'll all come to my head, But at the moment, I can't think of any crazy stories. It's just, I don't know.
Tell a funny story from the road. Can you do that?
I'm not a good storyteller.
Just hanging out over here.
I'm not a good storyteller. I'm really not. I'm sorry.
Nothing's funny has happened on the road?
No, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, I remember when Frankie from Death Before Dishonor fell through the stage. That was pretty funny. Held himself up with the bass guitar in his fucking arms, and all you saw was his head. That was pretty hilarious. I mean, there's a lot of funny stories, but
Okay, if you ever have a day off in like Europe and run into any famous bands that we might know?
I don't know about any famous bands. I mean, famous. We saw the guys from Pantera in
They're
LAX
famous.
one day. Yeah, they're famous, right? We saw
Yeah.
them. We ran into Iron Maiden in the festival in Europe. They're pretty famous.
Wow, that's
You know,
pretty
that was
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. That was great.
Any
Yeah,
funny
you know, those are like
stories?
probably like the most famous people we've met, you know?
Okay, any funny stories with them?
Nah, well, I mean, yeah, we were really fucking drunk and we were like, holy shit, Iron Maiden, you know, and we were like, and they were like just running away from us just because me and my brother were just like, holy fuck, it's Iron Maiden. And just, well, like, we were like, all right, we got to get away from these fucking guys, you know? But they were cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man. All right. Anybody? I mean, besides what we mentioned earlier, we mentioned rabies, right? Anybody else that the AF family or your personal punk rock family that you lost that you miss a lot? Well,
That we miss a lot. I mean, you know,
I mean,
there's a lot of people, you know, Steve Pass.
that's true.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of brothers
I
of
remember.
mine that passed away. My buddy Piasso.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Pass. He was
Yeah, I met
good friend of
Steve.
ours, you
I hung
know.
out with him a few times.
Mike, Puerto Rican Mike just passed away.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was great, you know. Yeah, you know, Puerto Rican Mike just passed away. It was really sad. It's just, you know, there's so many people passing away. It's just, you know, it's heartbreaking, you know, but it's part of life.
It's part of life.
It's sad.
Well, on that note, I'll tell you something. Did you hear Iggy Pop said they stage 3 cancer? Told us.
That's
You heard us
sad to see. That's it. That's terrible.
Well, I thought I'd bring up
Iggy
in a
Pop
sad
was a big-
moment, right?
Yeah, it sucks, you know.
Yeah, if I
terrible.
bring up
It's part
a
of life,
sad
my man.
moment there, right? Might as well bring it up and then move on, right?
That's it. Pray for the best.
Right. You were on Vinny's solo record, the country one, right?
No,
No?
no, I was not on the country record. No, I do not. I had nothing to do with that. I did the he had the Stigma band, and we did
Okay.
2 records with that. We did New York Blood,
Okay.
and For Love and Glory was the second record.
New York Blood's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun records.
Yeah. I'm saying that, do you aspire to go solo yourself one day?
Probably not.
Okay.
Nah, I don't think so. Nah, I don't really have any desire to do that.
Okay. I mean, it's not for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, I don't think I'll ever do that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe later on in my life, when like there's no more Agnostic Front, maybe. But that's something to think about when that time comes. But as of right now, I don't think I'll ever do that.
All right, but you know what they say? Sometimes there's no point where there isn't, or there could be, right? Because look at Metallica. They're still here. And they're older than you guys, right?
I think Vinny may be older than them.
Okay, but you know, still
they're older than me, that's for sure. Yeah. I mean, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. I can't
look at
count
David
that.
Lee Roth. David Lee Roth is a little older than Vinny, just a little bit, right?
Yeah,
and Dave's back out there.
Yeah.
Shaking his thing.
Still doing it.
I'm gonna look at a few more questions, then I'll wrap this up because Ron Keel said interviewing bands, it shouldn't be more than 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Point.
Sure.
He just got a point. I'm with Ron.
I'm with him too.
Okay, who do you think is the funniest person ever? And then we'll wrap this up.
Vinny Stigma,
Okay.
funniest person I've ever been around. He's
Okay.
really just. I mean, sometimes I don't even think he's human. You know, he's just some of the things he says is just. It's like, wow, where did you come up with this? You know, like definitely one of a kind. The man is
Okay. And
they
before
broke the
you
mold
go,
with that guy.
before you go, you got any crazy stories real quick from the Hate Breed tour? And then you can go.
No, there too many blackout nights. I don't remember them. You know,
So no
Yeah.
stories because you got too drunk. Is
Yeah.
that it?
Basically, too much Jägermeister on those tours. That's why we don't drink it Jägermeister no more because it got a little too out of hand. You know, we
I
were
don't
all
drink anymore either.
getting blackout drunk, and it was like, oh, this is no good. So we had to stop with that shit. We were
Right,
supposed to get endorsed by them. We were like, no, let's not do that anymore because it's just every night just turned fucking crazy.
Okay, thank you very much for doing this, Mike.
Thank you, man. I
Man.
appreciate it.
I'll see you maybe I'll see you in the scene, and I'll definitely see you at one of the next Agnostic Front shows. I don't know which
Sure,
one.
man. Thank you.
All right, man.
Take care, brother.
Peace. I love the new album.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Before you go, Mike is here courtesy of Echoes in Eternity.
Yes.
The Agnostic Front new album. You get it on most digital platforms, Apple, Spotify. If you're a vinyl collector, you get there too.
Sure. Thanks very much.
All
Take
right.
care, brother.
Go listen to the new AF records, see them on tour, and I'll see you around. Thanks, Mike.
See you around. Thank you, bro. Take care, bro.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you on that. Thank you, Mike. That was wonderful. All right, I'm going to end everybody.